Hello and welcome to another video. So I literally just came up with this topic literally less than 2 minutes ago. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna film a little get ready with me while I'm getting ready because tomorrow is my birthday. Well, I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video, but my birthday is February 8th, Saturday. So today is Friday and I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna hang out with some friends for it. I need to find a way to set my camera up because I don't really right now. I just have it resting on something and then leaning on my water bottle. Do I need a tripod or something? So for today's topic, I wanted to talk about how we are just so pressured at a young age to have everything together, everything figured out. I'm turning 23 tomorrow. And in my head, oh my gosh, 23, that sounds crazy. But if we're being honest, 23 is so young. This product I'm using, it's tinted eye cream. And I don't really think that it's my color, but it was the only one they had and I really wanted to try it. So I sort of just blend it. If you have good recommendations for makeup, drop them below because I know, and this pen won't stay, I know absolutely nothing about makeup, genuinely. I know, I know a little bit, but, so, back to what I was saying. One thing I'm gonna find in my videos is that I'm gonna be going off on different topics, so often. I do that all the time. So, what was I saying? Oh, we see everyone around us, I don't know if anyone else has seen those videos, but I've seen those videos where they're at what year being born, if you were born in this year, you're old, essentially. And the people were saying 2000, 1990, that is not old. 1990 was what? 30 some years ago. Old to me, I feel the age when you're starting to get old, it's okay, you're getting old, would probably be your 50s, because it's people say oh, 50's not mid-age because most people don't live to be 100. I don't know about y'all, but my goal is to live to be 100. I forgot to set up my mirror, so I'm just looking in my phone camera, which kind of should use my mirror. It doesn't work though, it's broken. But we see all of these people at such a young age having everything together. I see 19-year-olds are come with me at 19 to move into my first luxury apartment. Moving with me in my first luxury apartment at 19. And that's wow, that's amazing. Good for you. But I'm not going to let the fact that some 19-year-old that I have no clue who they are moved into their own luxury apartment while I'm still living at home with my parents, dictate my life. Good for you. I'm not at that stage yet, and that's okay. People need to realize that everyone has their own, journey and their own path. We're not all gonna end up on the same journey. Someone might get to their destination faster than you might, and that's totally okay. You're just not meant to be in that space yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes things take longer, and that's because the universe and God, my mirror is broken, work together to create your perfect path. Just I forgot the saying, but it's when you're stuck in traffic and you're late for a meeting or something, it's basically stopping you from something. Say if you were to not be in that traffic and you're at a light and you're about to go through the light and a car speeds through the red light and crashes into your car and totals your car. But the traffic stopped you from getting to the red light at the same time as the other car, so now your car's not totaled. And it's I truly believe in that, although I hate minor inconveniences with a passion, I do believe that that is true. I don't like that brush. Back to Old Faithful. I do believe that that is true, that you have your own path and your own timeline, and it's totally okay if it doesn't line up with what other people your age are doing or with exactly what you want, because you're still working and you're still achieving. At the end of the day, the only thing I'll be forgetting like what I'm about to say. You're still working and achieving to get to your goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not everything's gonna be fall into your lap and be perfect immediately just because it is for somebody else. While it might be frustrating because you might be thinking, oh well, I'm putting in all this work and they didn't even have to do anything and they got what they wanted. Like, let me ask you this. What is you sitting here complaining about the fact that they got it before you doing for you? Do you have that thing now? Now that you've been sitting here complaining and moping around and being miserable because you don't have what they have, do you have it now? No, you don't. Number one, you don't have it. And then number two, you feel like crap now because you've just been sitting around moping around wishing you had this life when you don't. This blush, like, I got this blush from Marshalls. I'm a Marshalls girly. Like, I love Marshalls. I will not buy stuff at full price because I can just get it at Marshalls. But this blush, it's like I have to blend it out like a million times. It's kind of patchy. It's the Kat Von D like Good Apple. Ooh, got it on my finger. The Kat Von D Good Apple. I have not been able to find like a blush formula that I like. So, blush recommendations, drop them down below. So yeah, stop sitting there complaining and moping around because you don't have what they have. You're not them, they're not you. And at the same time, yes, this person might be posting like that they have their dream life. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They might actually hate their new apartment or the way that life is going for them right now, but they're only showing you the good parts because that's literally what people do. No one shows their bad side. No one shows their downfalls, their fails. People only post the good things that happen to them. A little bit in my last video, like not comparing yourself, like that's a big one, especially at this age, is not comparing yourself. One thing that I heard before that I really love is that someone said your 20s is hard to navigate because when you're in your 20s, it's basically like you're a newborn because your entire life, like from baby, kid, teenager, you have someone there directing you, whether it's your parents, whether it's your teachers, whether it's whomever, someone is directing you and showing you what to do. And then when you hit your 20s, like that's the first time like you're stepping out on your own, like with no guidance, nothing whatsoever. So it's like when you're turning 23 or when you're 23, you're basically essentially only 3 years old because you're only 3 years into your adult life. So of course you're not gonna have everything figured out. You're not gonna know everything that you want. Like as of right now, literally just this past couple months, I finally figured out like I wanted to go back to college and become a art teacher. Literally after high school, I did 1 semester of college and then I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Like this shit is not for me. So I dropped out after 1 semester and I told myself I wasn't gonna go back. But then for 4 years, I sat around and did absolutely nothing. Well, let me not say absolutely nothing. Like I have a good job and like I make my money and do my stuff that I need to do. But obviously like when I become an adult, like I still live with my dad. One day I wanna, not even one day, like soon, eventually, I'm moving out. You know, I wanna step out, really step out into the real adult world and like be on my own. And I realized like with the job I have now, like I'm not gonna be able to be a successful adult, especially in this economy. Especially in this economy, I'm not gonna be able to be a successful adult on my own. So I was like, you know what? I enjoy working at a school. I'm an artist. I like art, kids, time together. Boom, art teacher. So I'm finally going back to school to be an art teacher, and there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, when I graduate, I'm still only gonna be 26 years old. Like, that's a great age to be a teacher. So if you feel like you're close to my age, or you're at my age, even if you're past my age, even if you're older than me, there's never a bad time. Like, just because you're at this age doesn't mean you can't start. Like, there's people that are 40 years old and they go back to college because they decide, like, they want to change their life. So we need to stop putting so much pressure on ourselves. At the end of the day, I know I say that a lot, but it's like, really, like, at the end of the day, life is not that serious. We literally live on a floating rock in outer space. Literally live on a floating rock. So don't be scared to, as I said in my first video, don't be scared to start. No matter how old you are, your life can be changed. And just stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Stuff is gonna come for you. Everything is going to fall into place right when you really need it, and right when it's ready for you. Just because you don't have it now and someone else does, doesn't make you less worthy or yada yada. You are still worthy at the end of the day. As long as you're putting in the work and trying, and you're not just sitting around moping, everything's gonna get better for you. All you have to do is have faith in yourself and believe to receive. I'm gonna finish getting ready. About to be birthday festivities. I hope everyone has a beautiful February and enjoy your life. Stop taking things so seriously. I'll see y'all in the next one.